I'm Triple J, and welcome to Brain Food, where I tell you what's yummy and nutritious for your head. For today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Felicia Day's autobiography, You're Never Weird on the Internet, Almost, with a foreword by Joss Whedon. Now, I picked up my copy at Dragon Con last year, a signed copy, if you can see it here. And I have to say, I'm quite disappointed that I never read this sooner. I am a terrible procrastinator when it comes to books. I have such a huge backlog of them. I'm starting to make my way through them. And quite frankly, Felicia Day's book was a wonderful read from start to finish. Felicia Day has a fun, quirky, endearing writing style that really made this book hard to put down. In fact, when I was reading this at work on my lunch breaks, I found I didn't want to go back to work. I just wanted to keep reading the book. It was that darn good. She gives us a glimpse into the many twists and turns in her life that brought her into being the person that she is today. And it's just simply a delight. I really did love some of the stories that she told that went into the making of the first season of The Guild, such as when the neglected baby of one of the mommy gamers is chewing on a power bar. On a side note, the power bar was not plugged in. Fans of The Guild will know which scene I'm talking about. Felicia Day is also quite frank and honest about the anxiety and depression that she faced over the course of her life, how it shaped and sometimes ruined some of the relationships that she had. And I found it to be very brave of her to talk about it, much like other stars have talked about their struggle with depression and anxiety, something I myself struggle with at times. People such as Wentworth Miller and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, to name a couple. I mean, it takes a lot of bravery to just open yourself up like that, even in book form. And I can't give nothing but kudos to Felicia Day for sharing that part of herself with us in this frank, open, honest way. There's even a chapter, in fact, it's chapter 11, I believe, that the second to last chapter of this book, where she talks about her experiences with Gamergate. In fact, it's called Gamergate and Me, extra E's. It came about because she heard what was happening back in 2014 after the infamous Zoe Quinn post by that sociopath Creepthroat. I won't name him by his real name. He doesn't deserve it. Your name is forever Creepthroat. And she made this impassioned plea after realizing that she felt scared when walking by a couple guys that were wearing video game shirts, and the hate she received for it. Again, very honest, frank, even a little bit humorous in the style that she writes in. And I thank her for writing this chapter. You really get a sense of, wow, just how terrible these people are. And they are quite terrible people. They're an online hate group, and they deserve all the mockery that they deserve. All in all, this was a fun, fantastic, frank, open, and honest, and quite lovable book about someone who clawed a space for herself, in fandom. Even if you know just the bare basics of Felicia Day, I highly recommend reading this book. It's just that good. Stop this video, buy this book, read it, love it, enjoy it. And then give it to your friends. Well, and make sure they buy a copy too, because again, this is a really good book. I'm Triple J. That's all I got left to say. Take care.